Hey guys, this is Tom here. This is just the start of another vlog on my channel, and this is about my sewing room makeover. So I thought I'd give you a tour of the before so you can see the progress that we can make. So I feel really lucky to actually have a sewing room in this house. In our previous apartment that we lived in, we had a dining room table that was my quilting station that had to be tidied away at the end of every day or when we were ready for dinner or for lunch. So to have this dedicated space that I can leave set up like this all the time makes such a difference, because I can come and stop and start projects when I've got a couple of minutes in between tasks, sew a couple of seams and then head back to work again. So as you can see, this is my sewing table, cutting table, pressing table, planning table, storage table. It's a multi-purpose table. So I have a Bernina 750 Quilters edition. I've had the sewing machine for almost 7 years, absolutely love it. It's the accessory box that came with it. So on my desk I keep a tub of notions. I've got scissors, rotary cutter, ruler, little mini quilting ruler, pencils, chalk pencil, fabric pen, all manner of wonders in there. This is my little lamp. This is my glass jar of wonder clips for holding things together, but you can actually see this is the bonus tip in my Quilting 101 video for storing your binding when you're not quite ready for it, so make sure you check out that video. I keep this little box here. This is my fabric scraps. So these are scraps that are too small to do anything really with, you know, like a salvage. So I use these for as little leaders on my sewing machine, where I sew on that first and then put my piecing in so that I don't get a big tangled ball of threads on the back of it. So I actually end up with more of these than I ever need. So I need to think of something to do with those. Maybe a pin cushion. I always have a notepad here for planning. I have a little bowl that I hold pins and safety pins and things in as I'm sewing. Notebooks for planning, future projects that I'm working on. Some binding for a UFO that I'm trying to finish. I've got my camera arm here. This is the that was the binding for this said UFO that I've been vlogging about. And you can see its twin brother is in there in the pile. And then some grey fabric. I can't remember why that's lying there. So I have this little kind of extension table that I can use so that can be a pressing station or a quick cutting station if I've got a tiny little cutting mat. Bin for all my rubbish and crap. You can see this is working on practicing pinwheels for a future video for I think it's called a pin dash from Soya. So I've been practicing getting sizes and accurate points and things on that. This is a lampshade on top of a mug tree. I don't know why it ended up here like this. I just thought it looked kind of cool, so it sits there. This is my fabric stash notions drawer, so you can see I have my stitch regulator for my Bernina sewing machine. Some rulers, spare rotary cutter blade, more rulers and templates in the back. And then I have crap pieces of fabric that I use for testing things out in here. Sewing machine manuals and fabric. Junk. Scraps drawer, so this is all leftover bits and things like that. I don't look in there very often. These are all big bits of fabric. As you can see, I have a really neat stash, like just flung in the drawer. Need to tidy that up. And then the bottom drawer is wool for crochet. So my planning for here is that we're going to paint the room. So we're going to paint the room what's called Vanilla Sunday, which is this colour here. It's a nice, easy UK brand called Dulux Vanilla Sunday matte. So we're going to paint the whole room that colour. And then over here, in this space here, I'm going to have one big shelf and then two shorter shelves. And I'm going to put all my quilting stuff up there, all my notions and some ornaments and a little clock, make it really nice. This picture is coming down. And over here, in this space, is going to go this piece of wood. And it's going to become a pegboard. But I'm going to chop it down because it's a bit big. So we're going to go with 2/3 of that, keep the top third, and turn it into a little pressing mat. I'm going to put pegboard up here, fabric, not fabric, threads, rulers, all that stuff in there, so it's all organised nice and tidy, but it looks nice as well. I'm going to paint it nice grey colour so that it matches in, because we've got a grey blind and a grey cover, although it doesn't really look grey with the light on. And then on this wall over here, I'm going to have some mini quilts framed in picture frames, I think, or just hanging on the wall. I haven't decided yet, but definitely putting up some mini quilts in this space here. And it's going to look great. And then, as I said, with the rest of this, the third that's left, I'm going to make a pressing board with this, and what I'm hoping to do is actually get rid of this and put in a shorter, wider chest of drawers and turn it into a pressing station, because my power plug is here, so that would be perfect to set up an iron there. And what I can do is I can sew here and then turn around and press my seams here and then come back and sew here, because just now I sew here, I go through to another room where my ironing board is set up, press there and then come back to here and then go to another room and cut. So what I'm hoping is that this space here, I'll be able to set up a quick press station and a quick cut station. And then when I'm making big cuts or I'm working with big pieces of fabric to cut, I can set out my cutting board on this table and make the cuts here. But if I need to make a quick chop a salvage off or cut a square into half square triangle, I can do it on a little quick mini twisting, rotating mat. And then this cupboard is games and jigsaw puzzles and winter jackets and spare batting and probably a few UFOs hiding in there somewhere. Yes, this is my quilting room before. Next time I show it to you, we'll hopefully have the shelves up. Won't have the paint yet because we're still on some kind of lockdown in Scotland. So the place that sells the paint is only doing little samples. They're not doing full-size pots yet. So we're having to wait until we can get it, because you can only get that colour direct from the manufacturer. So not sure when we're going to get the paint, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks to paint. But I'm going to crack on and put the shelves up. Can't put the pegboard up because I can't get the paint for that either. So it'll be a case to put the shelves up, make everything look nice and find a home for it, see if we can get that new chest of drawers, and then empty the room, paint it and put everything back together. So next time we come back will be when we have the shelves up and we can show you that. Okay, that's it.